Mark here, Marlene, and my wife Tara.
Hello.
Welcome to the 10 Acre Woods. So we're just getting the hay from the barn, and we figured we'd feed the ponies out here in this area, just because it's drier and it's warming up. So the temperature out now is, I think it's about 2 degrees, so that is good. Warming up, things are melting. We did let the animals out. Well, not the back animals, the main pen, but our special pen. We did let those animals out, and we did bring the kids out of the house, which we're also going to do today. So what I'll do is I'll leave you with that little clip that happened on Wednesday. I got my associate camera people to take some footage while I was at work. And I put that together for a little montage here to show you what happened on Wednesday. So last week we tapped our first maple tree, and it looks like we've got some syrup that is come out of the tree, so that's great to see. We've been meaning to do this for some time, but we finally did it last weekend. So this week the temperature is supposed to go, up and down, below freezing and above freezing, and that is the time where the sap does flow. So we've got an inch here. We don't expect to get a huge amount, but this is just kind of a sampling, and maybe we'll do a little bit more next year, plan things out. This was one of the bigger trees, and apparently with the size of the tree, you can actually do a few different taps on the same tree. And so the maple trees do run the length of the driveway on each side. We've got a couple missing there that are dead, that died, didn't quite make it, but we've got enough here to tap and make some for our pancakes anyway. Okay, everybody's got their hay out here. Of course, Charlie's snorting away. He was sunbathing yesterday. He was enjoying the outdoors, as we all do when this time of year comes around. And of course, everybody in the other building that aren't out, you can hear them.
Okay.
You hear them bawing.
Leave the puddle empty?
Yeah, because people will see it and think they can walk on it.
Okay, let's have a look here. Oh, oh, look at you guys. We may let you out, but overall, I think we're going to keep you guys in, especially overnights. So we've got some of the newer ones there that, you know, they might not realize that the pond is there and there can be some thin ice. So we want to just be safe. Yes, we'll be in a minute. We'll give you guys your hay.
Okay.
Morning, Barry. Good morning. Morning, kids. So, Tara was just mentioning that we're going to leave these guys in. We're supposed to get some -10 temperatures kind of midweek. So I think what we'll do is we'll leave them in and look at taking them out in the next weekend. And so,
or midweek.
Or midweek. We'll play it by ear. And then these guys here, we're more concerned with Shorty and his hip. So we don't want him to slip on any ice or anything. So JD's got her food there. Shorty's gonna get his. Do the routine, right? Yeah. He kind of knows. He's learning. He's like, yep, Mom has to sweep first, clean my eating area.
He waits patiently.
Yeah.
Very thankful it's him and not JD. And
Yeah.
she'd knock the bucket over.
All right, there we go. These guys are now fed. We'll get hay for these guys, and it looks like Marlene's already given them some snow peas, right? Yeah. All right, kids, is this what you're waiting for? There we go.
Yeah. Yeah. Keeps them from slipping on it.
And Barry's got his little dish, so he's set. And it's just the kids out here. Of course, Turbo's right at the door. He was already scratching at the door. So we'll get to you guys in a minute.
You're gonna ignore me because you're here. Yes, we're gonna fight cancer this week.
Yeah, with strawberries. Cancer fighting strawberries.
Sheep like oranges more than goats.
You
Yeah.
want both of these here?
No,
One's gone.
I really don't want to put it outside.
Sheldon
Hi,
here.
Coco.
Oh my goodness, Turbo, you're so good.
Sheldon's so confused.
I got peas, Coco. Just hang on 1 second.
Yeah, that hay is piling up, so it's spring can't come soon enough. Get the barn all cleaned out. Now, the sheep and their sheep shearing, so we've been in talks with the shearer, and she's like, oh, I can come out next week. And it's like, well, it's still a little cold, so we don't want to shear them too soon
Yes.
because they can get cold. So June. So I think, yeah, June.
Sorry, I'm
June,
sorry,
right,
Mark.
Tara?
Bumper cars, what?
June.
June, yeah,
What's
April
that?
7th is a little early. I was worried about Tink, Turbo, the older ones.
Yeah.
And they have the shade so they don't get too hot. Like, it's,
Yeah.
and it's
Well, I think
what
it's
I
better to be later shearing
yeah.
than sooner.
Yes, yeah.
So even if it is June, and we've had it done in June sometimes,
Usually it's June.
so there's plenty of season for them to grow their coat to be ready for winter.
Marlene's got her friend Bronwyn.
Oh, Bronwyn, yeah.
That's what she misses about bringing her own.
Yeah.
Her own tea.
Bronwyn's a shy girl,
That's my glove.
but food talks. And her favorite treats. Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Turbo hasn't noticed yet.
Once the others find out what's going on.
Well, there's lots of food down here, though.
Holly's talking to him.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, Holly's talking to the baby.
Yeah, they're getting big. What is that? You guys saw him the other day. You're like, what is this new creature?
Okay.
Everybody's so inquisitive. Who's that, Nestor? Tucker, hi. Oh yeah, well that's gonna happen.
Tucker, you know how that felt when you were little?
Yeah.
Hey, you know how that felt when you were little. You don't be the
Well,
one
they
doing it.
should find the play structure. So the kids have been jumping quite a bit inside. So the play structure is all cleaned up and ready, right?
Hi. Hi there.
And of course they're right in the hay, which is great to see. Tara's goat talking. Somebody's got to be their mom, right?
Well, she is the mama sheep.
Yeah.
Gotta show them.
Onyx. Hey! Come here! I know you're talking.
Oh, they'll be bolting through this obstacle course in no time.
Onyx is our slow-minded sheep. She was found on the side of the highway, the lamb.
Aw, there's a big puddle here.
Uh-oh, fell off. Into the deep snow.
Mommy's here!
Jump back up.
Right? Yeah, it's like they can.
Yeah, they're good jumpers.
That's Shimmer. She's an Angora goat.
And Sheldon is the one that
Says, you shall not pass.
he's the autistic.
Hi, Charlie.
That's a thing, eh? When he was born, he had neurological issues.
Your brother fell off.
And he's
Very friendly.
Yeah.
Ow! There's Charlie!
Charlie!
Charlie, you want to run?
Charlie!
No, Charlie.
Oh, he's fine. That's a little snow. He'll figure it out.
Hi!
Come on, Tucker, back. Tucker. Oh, yeah. Nestor.
I could see them running it and knocking them off.
Tucker can be a little mischievous.
Tucker's very interested in headbutting them.
Yeah. Well, in the short little video that I showed, you can see there's a section there where the sheep and, of course, Shimmer, the Angora goat, were doing some headbutting. That is how they play. They run around and they headbutt at each other.
Hi, Charlie.
So the yard out here has dried up, so it was quite wet there last weekend, and during the week. You can see the footprints. You can even see, what is that? That almost looks like, oh, right. Yeah, so you can see these. I was like, well, we haven't let the geese out. We had a couple Canada geese stop in here, and I guess they were coming over and they were drinking out of the puddle of water there. The pond here isn't quite melted, but it's coming along. Ooh, ooh, sink, sink. So, you know, by next weekend for sure, this is going to be open. So we're going to get a couple days. I think it's -10 for a low, but it's coming. It's coming along. So we've been watching this dark patch, and as soon as the edges, like the edges is a black plastic, and as soon as that gets exposed, you're really going to see some melting going on. So it is, it's close. So we'll give you an update, and by next weekend, I would think we would have all the animals out in the yard. Now the geese and the ducks in their building there, they could come out, but we do have a fox that is around, and the fox has been back and forth, could have young, so might be looking for food. So we want to make sure that the pond is open so that they can actually get on the pond, because that's part of their protective area where, you know, the fox can't get them. And so these guys here will tear that down, I would say next weekend. We'll open that up and get that all going. And we do have some visitors that stopped in today. We've had a number of people contact us about coming out, because we're usually open to the public Easter weekend, but because of the situation, which the situation is this snow here that's still around us, we don't want a whole bunch of people coming out, because then, well, the animals are in. I guess we could let them out for the day, but we're just not ready yet. So there's a couple families that are coming out that we've said, yep, you can come by. And one of them is coming by, actually, I think in about an hour or so. They come every Easter, every year. Their grandparents and their grandchildren come out and visit every year from, I guess, out of town. And they come out every year. So they said, oh, you know, the kids are so looking forward to it. So we said, okay, well, let's just open up and have a few groups out over Easter. Okay, we've got some action happening. Nestor is having a blast. I think he's scaring them more than anything.
Well, they run by and he gets excited.
Yeah.
He's trying to get Tucker to join.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do some headbutting.
Onyx, they come down that way?
No, they haven't come down yet.
And the pitter-patter of these two. Go get him, Nestor. Go get him. They're gonna fall off again. Yeah. They got spring fever. Yeah.
Tries to be tough.
Yeah.
I guess he got pushed around.
They're young and agile. They'll be.
Yeah, they'll be.
Oh, there he goes.
They can get away.
Oh.
Oh yeah, he fell off again, but got back up without an issue.
Johnny, Johnny. Hey, Shimmer.
Okay, so you said June, right? They're getting shared. She's getting shared June too. I'll try to get her.
Yeah, he's trying to make it to the satellite dish, which is right there. Yeah. That's where they play King of the Castle. Or on the play structure. No, yeah. Trying to figure out how that works. Oh, they'll get the hang of it pretty quickly, I'm sure. We lost our L, or our E, our T. Yeah, I can't even speak. Our T on the special pen, so it's just he special pen.
He special pen.
Did we find the T?
Oh yeah, I have it.
Oh, you have the T. Okay, we'll have to glue that back on. I think Tucker wants by. Or he's just cleaning his feet. Oh, there we go. Tucker. They're just little.
Somebody your own size.
Yeah. Oh, well, when they grow up, they'll be bigger than him. We'll keep these two for the well, a good part of the summer anyway, as the people who are adopting them are getting their pens ready as well. So want to make sure everything's set up so that when they head over to their new home, they have everything set up for them.
Play with them.
The kids, well, they were resting. I don't have any food. I don't have any food, kids. So they spent the day outside, and they had a wonderful time. So when it's supposed to be cold over the next couple days, so they probably won't get to go out. But come towards the mid to the end of this week, then they should be going back outside. Okay, go back to sleep, kids. Nothing to see here. This cage. So I don't know if I pointed this out, but last week, I think it was last week, we got a new cage. So the original one was just a smaller one. It only went up to about here. So this one's taller, contains them better. They were pushing around the other one. This one is much more stable. It's basically a dog kennel, and it folds up. So it works out really well. The cats, as you can see, have their little path that goes around back. And Nix here likes to take the hay. Actually, a lot of them do. They like to grab these little hay bundles that the kids are now eating. And they like to pull them over and pull them through. So there is our little kid setup in our kitchen. So that is it for yet another video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you had a wonderful Easter weekend. I know we did, with a little taste of spring and the warmer weather that will start to get warmer as time goes on. It's just taking a little bit of time. Anyway, again, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It helps that Google algorithm out. And we hope to see you next time here at the 10 Acre Woods. Take care. Bye.